Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ives Lamel Family Field for tonight's men's soccer match between Pfeiffer and the host Brevard College Tornadoes. The Tornadoes coming off just a huge victory last week, 5-0 over Maryville, but back to business for Coach L. Dana in his club as they host Pfeiffer this evening. Pfeiffer comes into Brevard, North Carolina with a 5-6 overall record, 3-4 in the USA South Conference. Tornadoes line up with the following starters: Venetia Giannichini, the freshman; Eric Lenhart, senior defender; Marquise Dickerson, a senior defender as well; Lucas Campos and João Montero, both getting a starting nod again; JP Swarty, Javi Marijuena, Mateus Masukawa, Jackson Riddle, and Adam Spencer, along with goalkeeper Patrick Hall, who was just named Defensive Player of the Week for the USA South Conference. And we are underway as the Tornadoes will start. And we are underway here at Ives Lamel Family Field as the Tornadoes opening up with some possession. Rainy conditions. Rain has picked up in these last couple minutes just as we were approaching the start of this contest. Jackson Riddle manning the center of that defense for the Tornadoes. Throw in here for handled by Javi Marijuena. As you can see, the rain continuing to fall here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Just underway here, Pfeiffer versus Brevard. Adam Spencer on the attack for the Tornadoes. Eludes a defender, beats a second man. Spencer still on the attack. And eventually cleared away by the Pfeiffer defense. As another attack there for the Tornadoes. JP Swarty on the attack, and now a corner kick for the Tornadoes. João Montero, who had 2 assists in that match, the win over Maryville 5-0. Montero has been a very effective facilitator for the Tornadoes. He sends that into the goal mouth. And then a header on to goal. Eric Lenhart getting ahead on that ball, and an early shot on goal for the Tornadoes. That header by Eric Lenhart, who, by the way, scored his first career goal last week against Maryville. Just a tremendous result for Eldana's club last week. Swarty on the right wing, and then played back to the goalkeeper of Pfeiffer, played back with the feet, so he needs to clear it out with his feet. Morgan. Now Patrick Hall switching fields. An advantage call by the referees after a high kick there by Castro. Now Marijuana takes it away from Castro. Marijuana on the attack. Javi Marijuana, what a strike, and then a tremendous save by David Chavarria of the Falcons. So now 3 shots on goal, 3 saves for Chavarria, another corner kick for Montero. Montero plays the short corner. Cleared out by Pfeiffer. Marijuana brings it down with the head ball. Turn there by Lenhart. You can see Lenhart up in the offensive third here after that corner kick just seconds ago. Riddle switching fields. Ball played out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Pfeiffer. Early goings here, just over 5 minutes have elapsed here at Islamel Family Field. Scoreless between the Tornadoes and Falcons. Tornadoes have had 3 shots, all on goal. Falcons yet to get a shot off. Spencer plays it forward. Back and forth we go in terms of possession here in the midfield. Now a throw-in for the Falcons. Falcons play it back to their back line, and it looks like they may look to switch fields here. Now actually the center back taking it forward. That's Shea. Corey Shea, the junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Roughly 7 minutes have elapsed here. 50-50 ball won by the Falcons, and then a turn by Dabrowski. Now possession back to the Tornadoes. Neither team really able to settle down the ball, get into a rhythm here early in this first half. Not sure if the rain is the factor or maybe just early match, sort of extra hyped type play, but neither team really able to control the possession too much. Ball has been mostly on the Tornadoes' attacking side of the field, so they are certainly playing the field position game here, as that's played by Swarty on a cross there, and it's going to be Tornadoes ball. And a weapon of the Tornadoes, the long throw-in by Jackson Riddle. This is sort of in his neighborhood for this. And Riddle able to get that into the 18-yard box. Montero playing it into the goal mouth. In another corner, unofficially 4th corner of the match, Montero will take it again. And the Tornadoes continue to knock on the door here with these corner kicks. Long throw-in from Riddle. Many opportunities in these early goings. Lenhart with a blast towards the goal mouth. Offsides the call, however, as the Pfeiffer defense did a nice job right after the corner of pushing up off the line. That's often the job of those defenders who are on the post on the corner kick, and right after the corner, they were able to push up, catch a couple of Tornado forwards offsides, and offsides is indeed the call, but the Tornadoes with another opportunity there. Now 4 shots for Brevard. Now here come the Falcons on the attack. Connor Morgan up that left wing, played to Moran. Tornadoes defense just swarming. And now potentially a counterattack opportunity for the Brevard Tornadoes. Dickerson up the left side. He plays it forward. Vinny Giannichini making a nice run up the left wing there that Dickerson played forward. Now throw-in for the Tornadoes. Giannichini again. Dickerson with the cross. Swarty now able to lasso it in. So the Tornadoes continuing to create some offensive opportunities. That was a nice overall counterattack that started, with a nice defensive stop by the Tornadoes. Another goal kick, meanwhile, for Pfeiffer. And their goalkeeper wearing the bright pink fluorescent jersey, David Chavarria, junior out of Franklinville, North Carolina. That's flicked forward by Dabrowski. And here come the Falcons on the attack up the left wing. It's Diego Moran out of Flushing, New York. And it'll be corner kick for the first time this evening for Pfeiffer. So the first time we'll see Pfeiffer execute a corner, and the first time we'll see that defense for the Tornadoes defend against the corner. So you can see an attacking player just right on Hall. Hall able to come out, punch that soccer ball out of the goal mouth. And well done by the Tornadoes. Ultimately ends up with a throw-in for Pfeiffer, but certainly flipped the field position. Here's Soriano. And now they switch fields on the back line. Castro playing it back to Shea. Shea now plays it forward with the long ball, and that's going to be easily collected by this week's USA South Defensive Player of the Week, Patrick Hall. And what makes the veteran Hall so valuable is not just his ability to prevent goals, but also his ability to start the Tornado offense, and that time utilizing the punt, which travels about 60 yards. And it's going to be a foul there. Looks like Swarty going to get nabbed with the foul. Has been a relatively clean game in terms of fouls thus far, but a free kick that Shea will do the honors. Shea, the junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Getting set to check in is Caleb Bratagger. So first substitution of the match for Pfeiffer. 31 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in this opening half. Scoreless between the Falcons and the Tornadoes. Tornadoes with 4 shots. Pfeiffer with 2. 3 of those 4 shots on goal. Tornadoes have certainly had more offensive opportunities. Neither team yet to find the back of the net. Shea once again with the long ball. This time up the left wing. Those fresh legs of Caleb Braytager. And it's going to be a foul called against the Tornadoes. And a 2-man wall. Number 4, Diego Moran, that sophomore out of Flushing, New York. Whoa. Unplug it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to move your laptop. This water's still dripping on it. It's muted. It's muted now.
29 minutes, 15 seconds left to play here in this opening half. Masukawa. Marijuana. Spencer. Montero. Nice ball there from Giannichini. Pfeiffer, though, able to defend it well. Now Dickerson collecting matters for the Tornadoes. Masukawa. Playing it forward to Giannichini. Giannichini up the left wing. Offsides the call. We'll check that. It looks like perhaps a goal kick. Get some clarification here. Linesman on the far right side had his flag up, but he might have been looking at the ball extending past that end line. Bottom line is Pfeiffer able to stop that Tornado attack. Now 27 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. Marijuana up the right side. And now another long throw-in opportunity for Jackson Riddle. Riddle has created some goals for the Tornadoes with exactly what you're about to watch now, the long throw-in. Lenhart able to flick it on. Mateus Masukawa able to guide the ball towards the goal, but not able to find the back of that net. Score remains 0-0. Just under 27 minutes now left to play in this opening half. Tornadoes with 5 shots, Pfeiffer with 2. Here's Shea for the Falcons. Giannichini almost came up with that, but applying some pressure from the front. Here's a Bonza. Taken away by the Tornadoes. Here come the Tornadoes on the attack. Played forward to Swarty. Lucas Campos able to make that tackle and then find Swarty. Nice bit of counterattack action there for the Tornadoes. 25 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in this opening half. And meanwhile, the rain has slowed down. Not quite as troublesome as it was at the very start of this match. It's been an interesting weather pattern here lately in the western North Carolina mountains. It was record highs all of last week, and then Saturday a cold front came through and intermittent precipitation on a daily basis ever since, including today where it's been raining throughout the day. We do play on an artificial turf here at Ives Lamel Family Field, which can really handle the rain quite well. 24 minutes, 45 seconds left to play in this opening half. Still a scoreless contest between these two USA South Conference rivals. Tornadoes on a 2-match win streak, a 2-1 overtime win at LaGrange, followed by a win that just absolutely got everyone's attention this time last week, a 5-0 win over Maryville. 3 of those 5 goals with a man down. Meanwhile here, it's going to be a throw-in for the Tornadoes. Looks like Marquise Dickerson on that far side. And Dickerson plays it forward. Tough hop there for Maui Juena. He's able to bring it down, though, finding Masukawa. Masukawa again. Defended well by Pfeiffer, but then Maui Juena plays it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Diego Moran. He hands it off actually to Kaz Dombrowski, who plays it forward. Riddle clears it out, but possession again back to the Falcons. Now Maui Juena on the touch from Riddle. Nice pressure there by the Falcons. Jason Leyva, the sophomore from Monroe, North Carolina. And here come the Falcons on the attack. Offsides the call. Goal does not count. Offsides the call. So nice job holding their line there by the defense of the Tornadoes. On the attack for Pfeiffer was number 21, Jonathan Quintero, sophomore from Mooresville, North Carolina. Now just over 22 minutes left to play here in this opening half. Warming up for the Tornadoes is Pedro Herrera. He scored a goal in that win over Maryville last week. And he's just moments away from being ready to go after a diligent stretch here. Pfeiffer has been playing a little bit more possession these last few minutes than they had early in this first half. As a whistle there a foul against Pfeiffer. It looked like it was Dombrowski. As that's headed out of bounds, and it'll be a Tornado throw-in yet again. Pedro Herrera enters the match for the Tornadoes. Herrera wears number 13, a freshman out of Montevideo, Uruguay. One of 16 international players on this Tornado roster. As here's another long throw-in opportunity for Jackson Riddle. Into the goal mouth it goes. Played out by the Falcons. Now another opportunity for the Tornadoes. Giannichini ball was crossed in by Pedro Herrera. Those fresh legs. Herrera active early on, and now a corner on the other side. Looks like Montero on the far side with another corner. First time from this side of the field on the far left wing corner. Giannichini shows short corner. He plays it back to Montero. Montero sends it in as if it was a, traditional corner. Now the Tornadoes continuing to hold possession. Montero up the left side. Beautiful move there by Montero. Completely fooling the Falcon defender. Played out of bounds by the Falcons. Throw in for the Tornadoes. Now 19 minutes, 15 seconds left to play in this first half. Long throw in again for Riddle. Plays it a bit more conservatively that time. Looking for Lenhart, perhaps trying to flick it back with a header. Now the longer throw in comes in. Lenhart again going up high. A turn and a shot there by the Tornadoes, blocked by the Falcons. It was Masukawa on that shot. Now Marquise Dickerson able to take it a long run up the left side. Dickerson, that left fullback, with an overlapping run and then a great move there. Crossed into the goal mouth, punched out by the keeper of the Falcons. So the Tornadoes are really starting to get some nice offense going these last couple minutes. 18 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. Tornadoes now with 7 shots in the match. Another Tornado substitute getting loosened up. It's Luca Silvani, the freshman from Brazil. Now just under 18 minutes left to play. Still scoreless here at Ives Lamel Family Field, but Tornadoes have been knocking at the door. Another throw in for the Tornadoes deep in Pfeiffer territory. We'll have to see if this is going to be Marijuana or will Riddle take it again. It looks like Marijuana maybe giving Riddle a rest in terms of his upper body after all these long throw-ins. Marijuana plays it forward, blocked by the Falcons, and now here comes a substitution for the Tornadoes. Luca Silvani entering the match, so more fresh legs for the Tornadoes. He replaces Vinny Giannichini. And now another corner kick for the Tornadoes. Montero plays that into the goal mouth. Masukawa with a half volley. It sails wide, still in bounds over there in that right corner. Taken away there by the Tornadoes. Luca Silvani, those fresh legs, very aggressive there in that right corner. able to steal the ball away from that Falcon defender, create another opportunity for the Tornadoes, but Tornadoes not able to finish yet. However, that shot total continues to creep up, now 8 shots. Mauri Juena. Pretty hard collision there between Mauri Juena and Diego Moran. Mauri Juena with the throw-in. You can see him drying off the soccer ball before he attempts the throw-in. Don't want that ball slipping out of your hands, or perhaps an illegal throw-in if it came out of the hands in the wrong direction. Here comes Lucas Silvani, those fresh legs. Silvani with the touch. Silvani. Defended tightly there by Castro. And now Riddle, after taking a couple of those throw-ins off, ready to let it rip with a long throw-in here deep in Falcons territory. Spencer tried to bring it down to no avail. Now Spencer able to get on the ball. Plays it forward to Lenhart. Lenhart trying to find Montero. I mean, it's going to be a foul against Montero. Falcons free kick. 14 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in this opening half. Pfeiffer, goalkeeper Shafaria with the long free kick. Mauri Juena, who's been very active in that right back position. Another Tornado substitution getting loosened up. Matthew Brevin. João Montero. Beautiful move there by Montero, beating 2 defenders and then taken down with a hard foul by Pfeiffer. Montero, exciting freshman from Campinas, Brazil. And now a free kick for the Tornadoes. Looks like Montero doing the duties. Montero sends it into the goal mouth. Skips just wide. Matthew Brevin checking in for the Tornadoes, the senior out of Huntersville, North Carolina. Lucas Campos.
That's what I'm thinking. I think. I can't. No, it's not coming from there. It's wet over there, too. The rain's falling.
Well, Number 16, Kyle Cam enters the match for the Falcons. Now 11 minutes left to play. Here come the Falcons on the attack. A blast there by Dabrowski, blocked by the Tornadoes. Now 10 minutes, 30 seconds left until intermission. Foul against Pfeiffer will result in a free kick for the Tornadoes, and now a bit of a talking to and a yellow card against a Falcon player. Looks like it was number 21, Jonathan Quintero. So the first caution of the match. Sophomore from Mooresville, North Carolina. It'll be a free kick for the Tornadoes. Now 9 minutes, 40 seconds left to play here in this opening half. Still scoreless between the Tornadoes and the Falcons. Here's Lenhart. Lenhart plays it forward, looking for Silvani. And on the far side, be a throw-in for the Falcons. Spencer bringing it down. Nicely done there. Dickerson. As the rain starts to pick up again here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Cool temperatures, rainy, damp. Daniel Jimenez enters the match for the Falcons. Jimenez, senior, listed as a defender. Now 8 minutes to play here in this opening half. Tornadoes certainly with more opportunities thus far with the Falcons, but neither team able to score just yet. Riddle. Herrera. Spencer. Dickerson. .50-50 ball won by the Falcons. Then the Falcons, nice job bringing it down to the feet of their attacking players. And a goal kick for the Tornadoes. Patrick Hall will do the duties. Now 7 minutes left to play in this opening half. Rain continues to fall here at Ives Lamel Family Field. By the way, the women's team will be in action tomorrow, 7 p.m. versus Warren Wilson. Hope you can join us either here in person at Ives Lamel Family Field or on the broadcast for Juan Mascaro's women's team in a local contest against Warren Wilson. who will make the trip down from Swannanoa to Brevard. Now here comes Brevard on the counterattack. Masukawa very active on that counterattack and then applying pressure. And who else but Jackson Riddle will head towards that corner flag where he will have another long throw-in opportunity. Under 6 minutes to play here in this opening half. Long throw-in from Riddle. He decides to go short instead. And a little two-man game there. Got a little bit crossed up. And it'll be a goal kick for the Falcons. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in the first half here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Following this match, the Tornadoes go on the road this weekend, traveling to Greensboro, North Carolina, to take on Greensboro. And then Sunday in Cary, North Carolina, will take on William Peace as USA South Conference action continues. Herrera with a nice little move there, juking out Jimenez. Now 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to play. Spencer. Montero playing it forward. Luca Silvani on the left side now with the cross from Silvani. Spencer was in the middle of all that. Tried to get a piece of that cross from Silvani. Now here comes the Falcons on the counterattack. Hall has to step out and blast it away. As we're now at the 4-minute mark in terms of minutes to play here in this first half. Montero able to take it away there from Soriano. Montero. Spencer with a nice tackle there, a little flick on to Masukawa. Now Dickerson sending it into the goal mouth. Spencer getting a foot on it. Then a hard foul in the box. This is likely going to result it's going to be a free kick for Pfeiffer. Didn't get a clear view of that. It's going to be a yellow card against Adam Spencer on that collision in the goal mouth. Kind of tough to tell exactly what was happening there. But ultimately, Spencer with the foul and the yellow card. Now, had the foul gone the other way, it certainly would have been a penalty kick situation for the Tornadoes. But foul against Spencer, maybe just a tad too aggressive there. And the yellow card against Spencer as well. So now a free kick for Pfeiffer. And we're under 3 minutes to play now in this first half. Despite the foul and the yellow card, you got to like the aggressive, attacking nature of these Tornadoes thus far in this first half. Just haven't been able to convert with the goal. Now the referee stops the clock. And now resetting the clock to 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in this opening half. Okay, we got everything sorted out here. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left to play first half. Clock will start as the ball is inbounded. Now 2:50 to play. Moran on the attack for Pfeiffer. The Tornadoes defense has done a great job of when the Falcons have gotten downfield against them, really keeping them from any real opportunities. And protecting goalkeeper Patrick Hall from really having to make any significant saves of any type thus far. Here come the Falcons on the attack again, however. Step in a shot well high and wide. 2 minutes to play here in this first half. Patrick Hall will handle the duties with the goal kick. Now 1 minute 45 seconds left. Nice tackle there by Masukawa. Then a tackle by Montero. Masukawa able to find Maui Juena. 1 minute 20 seconds left to play. Maui Juena finding Herrera. Herrera with 1 minute 10 seconds left. Now under 1 minute here in this opening half. Clock continues to tick away. Now 40 seconds left to play here in this first half. .30 seconds left to play in the opening half. Collected there by Hall. So a scoreless first half comes to a close here at Ives Lamel Family Field. Glad you're able to join us. Men's soccer, USA South Conference action. We'll have the second half for you in about 15 minutes. Stick with us here. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of Brevard College Tornadoes men's soccer. All right, as we prepare for the second half of action, Pfeiffer and Brevard scoreless through one half. Brevard outshooting the Falcons 9 shots to 4. 5 shots on goal. No shots on goal for Pfeiffer. As a result, goalkeeper Patrick Hall, 0 saves through the first half, but 0 goals allowed. When the defense is doing that good of a job and preventing any sort of shots on goal, that's what you end up with. David Chavarria with 5 saves for Pfeiffer. The 9 shots for the Tornadoes have come from 7 different players. Giannichini, Lenhart, Campos, Montero, Marijuana, Silvani, and arguably the most active of the Tornadoes offensively, Mateos Masukawa, with 3 shots, 1 shot on goal. Corner kicks, Brevard with a 5-1 advantage. And as we've reported to you, several opportunities for long throw-ins from Jackson Riddle, which oftentimes have the same effect of a corner kick. And all in all, the Tornadoes, with some of these advanced statistics, a 57% advantage in possession. And I've certainly had the ball on the Pfeiffer side of the field the majority of this match. So we'll see what the second half has in store, see if the Tornadoes can find the back of the net. Certainly they knocked on the door several times there in that first half, but we'll see what happens here in the second half. Tornadoes utilized 3 substitutes in that first half. Lucas Silvani, Matthew Brethen, and Pedro Herrera. 3 subs as well for Pfeiffer. Caleb Brodiger, Daniel Jimenez, and Kyle Cam. As we're just now seconds away from the start of the second half. Should be a good one as these 2 USA South Conference squads square off here at Isle Family Field. The Tornadoes on a 2-game winning streak. Win at LaGrange 2-1 in overtime on Saturday, September 28th. And then last Wednesday, one of the more electric results that you will see here at Isle Family Field. Maybe since they built this facility, maybe the most electric evening, where the Tornadoes defeated Maryville 5-0 with 3 of those 5 goals coming with a man down for the Tornadoes. So second half about to get underway. Pfeiffer will do the honors of starting the second half. Brodiger, who played 32 minutes of that first half, was the first substitute for the Falcons, and he will start things off playing it backwards. Well, the rain picked up at times in that first half, now just barely sprinkling. As we mentioned before, a excellent artificial turf here. Here's Dickerson. Plays it back to Lenhart. Plays it to Dickerson again. Battle there between Castro and Dickerson. Here's Giannichini. Spencer Taken away there by Moran of the Falcons. JP Swarty playing it forward for the Tornadoes. And a shot there by Masukawa. You could hear how solid of a shot Masukawa was able to rip that one. And another save for the Pfeiffer goalkeeper. Save number 6. 4th shot of the match for Masukawa. Spencer. Montero. Montero plays it long to Giannichini. Scooped up by the Pfeiffer goalkeeper. Here's Fontanaza. He plays it back to his keeper. Just over 2 minutes into this second half, still scoreless. Tornadoes and Falcons. Dickerson with the throw-in deep in Brevard's own territory. Checking back towards Dickerson is Giannichini. Dickerson was trying to find Giannichini. And then a foul there. Foul on Leyva. It'll be a free kick for the Tornadoes. Lenhart will do the honors. Spencer brings it down nicely. 41 minutes, 30 seconds to play here in the second half. A whistle and a offsides against the Tornadoes. Third offsides of the match for Brevard. Brevard under the direction of head coach El Dana. Assisted by associate head coach Juan Mascaro Jr., along with assistant coach Brian Lewis. Montero taking that away from the Falcons midfielder. Spencer. Dickerson plays it forward. Campos with a shot. It sails wide. Nice little attack there by the Tornadoes, keeping some possession. Now 40 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here in regulation. Still all tied up between these two USA South Conference foes. We're just days away, by the way, of basketball season officially getting going. Practices starting real soon here at the Boschmer Gymnasium, and hope you can check out some Brevard College basketball. We'll have tornado tip-off before you know it, too. A electric event in the Bosch. So stay tuned to bctornadoes.com as we get basketball season going. Foul against Pfeiffer. It's going to be a free kick for the Tornadoes. Looks like Montero will do the duties on that far right side. Montero taking his time, getting that soccer ball just right. This could be a big opportunity for the Tornadoes. They're being held right around the 18-yard line by the Falcons defense. That ball sails in, headed out by Pfeiffer. Throw in for the Tornadoes. Looks like Mauri Duena on that far side with the throw in. Falcons able to gain possession. Playing it towards their defense, and now switching fields. Playing the long ball here. Ball skips off that turf and into the hands of Patrick Hall. 38 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. And a hard foul there. That's going to be a booking, no doubt. And in fact, just a warning. Oh. What looked like a very hard foul by Nico Soriano ends up in just a warning, so Soriano may have caught a break there, the freshman, as he found Masukawa very hard. Just a defenseless situation for Masukawa. Free kick for the Tornadoes. Here they come on the attack. Now Masukawa, and it's going to be a penalty kick for the Tornadoes. So that's what the Tornadoes had been looking for. Very well done on the set piece. Masukawa created the situation where he was fouled, and now the penalty kick for the Tornadoes. Masukawa will do the honors on this penalty kick. With 37 minutes, 7 seconds left to play in the second half. Masukawa with the penalty kick. Masukawa with the goal. Penalty kick goal. Masukawa. Tornadoes on top, 1-0. Mateus Masukawa with the finish on the corner kick, or on the penalty kick, to give the Tornadoes the 1-0 lead. So that sequence earlier that resulted in the penalty kick, Eric Lenhart with a beautiful ball into the goal mouth. Masukawa able to fire off a shot, fouled by the defender of Pfeiffer, results in a penalty kick situation, and then Masukawa with the finish on the penalty kick to give the Tornadoes the 1-0 lead. Overlapping run here by Dickerson. Giannichini with a beautiful ball. Campos able to get a foot on it, unable to finish on that volley, but great opportunity there. You can see the Tornadoes just energized after that goal by Masukawa. and certainly exerting the pressure on the Falcons. Under 35 minutes now left to play here in regulation. A whistle there, and it's going to be free kick for Brevard. After the foul on Pfeiffer, it looks like Fontanaza Tornadoes play it long. Masukawa again, contact in the box. And Montero and JP Swarty down there. And JP Swarty is who the foul's going to be called on. It was interesting there. The foul was on Swarty, then a real shove by the Falcons defender right afterwards. But the initial foul by Swarty, that was indeed the call by the referee. Free kick Pfeiffer, but now here come the Tornadoes regaining possession. 33 minutes now left to play here in regulation. Tornadoes with a 1-0 lead. Dickerson plays it back to Hall. Hall has no choice but just to blast it forward. Montero now playing it forward. Giannichini with an extra step to beat his defender. Ooh, and a beautiful cross there by Giannichini just in front of the goal mouth. Forward on the attack there, unable to get to that ball from Giannichini. .32 minutes left to play here in this second half. Patrick Hall with the throw. Was looking for Maui Joina. Ends up into the possession of the Falcons, but nice idea there from Hall instead of perhaps punting it, which most would expect. With the long distribution via the overhand throw to Maui Joina. Now 31 minutes left to play here in this second half. The only scoring for either team on a Mateos Masukawa penalty kick. That put the Tornadoes up 1-0 here, and it's felt like the Tornadoes have been in control most of this match. Scored just 1-0. Shot total lopsided in favor of the Tornadoes, 12-4. Free kick here for Pfeiffer. Tornadoes able to snuff that out, however, and it's going to be a goal kick for Brevard. Patrick Hall will do the duties. Well, want to wish best of luck to the Brevard College cycling team that heads off to the USA Cycling Mountain Bike National Championships this week in Big Bear Lake, California. 12 mountain bikers from Brevard College heading out there to Big Bear Lake and looking to bring home some hardware. The much acclaimed Brevard College cycling team. Good luck to them this weekend. Here comes Pfeiffer on the attack. Played forward. Crossed there by Castro, the sophomore from Asheboro, North Carolina. Under 30 minutes to play here. Second half. Under the lights at Ives Lamel Family Field. Finally, the rain has stopped here. Coming down in bunches at certain parts of this match. No delays, however. Montero, Lucas Campos playing it back to Marijuana. Here's Lenhart bringing it down. Lenhart try to find Giannichini. Pfeiffer's Jonathan Quintero, who was one of the starters, ready to check back in for the Falcons. Quintero, the sophomore from Mooresville, North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. Soriano playing that center midfield position, playing it back. 27 minutes, 50 seconds left to play here in regulation. 1-0 your score, Brevard on top of the Pfeiffer Falcons. Nice little flick there. Look like Marijuana with that nifty little move. Moran playing it forward. It's going to be a throw-in for Pfeiffer. 27 minutes left to play here in the second half. Dabrowski. Some of the better possession of the match there for Pfeiffer. Here's Soriano. Moran. Goal kick for the Tornadoes, so Tornadoes able to withstand that attack there by the Falcons. Nice job by Marquise Dickerson, that left fullback position. And Patrick Hall will handle the goal kick. Hall plays it short to Lenhart. Lenhart scanning, sends it forward. Giannichini. Masukawa. And now a whistle. It's going to be a free kick for the Tornadoes. Eric Lenhart will do the duties again. Now, this is around the area where Lenhart sent a free kick into the goal mouth. And it's actually going to be Riddle this time, but this is where the Tornadoes were able to get their first score in a situation similar to this. Lenhart found Masukawa in that situation. This time it's going to be Riddle handling the free kick. Riddle playing it into the 18-yard area. And then Riddle trying to chase down that counterattack by Pfeiffer. Now here comes Pfeiffer. They've got a bit of numbers here on the attack. Shot there, well struck. It's Caleb Brodiger with really one of the more effective shots that Pfeiffer has fired off this evening. Lucas Campos. Advantage the call there, and then Masukawa able to take it away. Montero. Shot by Giannichini. Nice job defensively by Pfeiffer, but it's going to be a corner kick for the Tornadoes. Montero, per usual, will do the honors. Tornadoes could certainly benefit from an insurance goal here with the 1-goal lead at the moment. And the corner from Montero. Lenhart was all over that corner, but it sailed just wide. Lenhart's effort. Another corner from Montero. Lenhart, the defender, who pushes up on these corner kicks and very dangerous as they go short, and now Montero sends it in, and it's going to be an offsides. Now that's the second time this evening that Pfeiffer has caught the Tornadoes offsides off a corner kick, and it's one of those situations. The Tornadoes played the short corner, and Pfeiffer did a nice job defensively of getting up off of those posts and creating the offside situation for the Tornadoes. Bottom line is Tornadoes unable to cash in 2 corner kick attempts down there, but do continue to lead 1-0. 22 minutes, 22 seconds left to play here in this second half. Shot there, saved by Hall, and a follow-up goal, Pfeiffer. So number 4 for Pfeiffer, Diego Moran, able to find the equalizer to tie this matchup 1-1 with 21 minutes, 50 seconds left to play. Great job by Moran on the follow off that first shot attempt that's Hall saved. And following that goal, Connor Morgan entering the match. And a stoppage here. A game management situation as the referee has stopped play, and with the score 1-1, looks like perhaps a fan situation where referee wanted some game administration implemented over there, but bottom line is we're back at action here at Islamall Family Field, and here comes the Falcons. You can feel a jolt of energy in Pfeiffer after that equalizing goal. Nice ball there. .21 minutes, 30 seconds left now. Cleared by Lenhart. Throw in for the Falcons. So despite dominating this game, the Tornadoes find themselves in a 1-1 tied score. Throw in for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer doing a nice job switching fields there. Now plays it forward, able to continue to keep possession. This looks like a completely different Pfeiffer team than what we saw earlier, the way they're able to move the ball around here. Morgan. And that ball sails out of bounds. Throw in for Pfeiffer. So you can feel the momentum shift suddenly after that equalizing goal by Diego Moran. Brevard with its goal earlier in this half by Mateos Masukawa on a penalty kick. Soriano. Taken away there by Maui Juena. But the Tornadoes are unable to maintain possession for long. Pfeiffer now with a throw-in. 19 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in this second half. All tied up, 1 goal apiece. Pfeiffer continuing to do well playing the possession. It's like a completely different ball team after that equalizing goal. Headed away there by Dickerson. Here comes Giannichini. Playing it to Campos. Campos then sends that out of bounds. .18 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. Pedro Herrera getting ready to check in for the Tornadoes. Nice job there by Spencer blocking that attack. Maui Juena, Javi Maui Juena with a good-looking slide tackle there to clear the ball out of bounds. Looks like Herrera's ready to go. Next stoppage for the Tornadoes. I'm sure he'll check in. Nice ball there, overlapping run by Dickerson, and then a foul against Pfeiffer. And it's going to be a free kick for the Tornadoes. Masukawa, and now he decides to push up himself. Lenhart will do the honors. Lenhart plays it short to Masukawa. Masukawa with a step, plays it back to Lenhart. Lenhart looking forward. Pfeiffer regains possession. Meanwhile, here's Riddle with possession for the Tornadoes. Riddle pushing up. Now here come Pfeiffer on the attack. Foul there. It's going to be a free kick for the Tornadoes. 16 minutes, 45 seconds left to play here in regulation. All tied up at 1 under the lights at Islamel Family Field. Pfeiffer entering this match with a 5-6 overall record, 3-4 in USA South Conference play. The Tornadoes 2-4-2 overall, 2-1-2 in conference, and riding a 2-match win streak. 16:20 now left to play. Dickerson with the takeaway. Dickerson again holding strong on that left fullback position. It's going to be a throw-in for Pfeiffer. Dabrowski sending it in. Shot there with the left foot. Bradiger, save for Hall. Dangerous opportunity there if you're on the Brevard side of things. 15 minutes, 25 seconds left to play in the second half. Now a substitute getting ready to check in for the Falcons as well. Pedro Herrera has been ready to go for the last 3 or 4 minutes for the Tornadoes. So Daniel Jimenez checks in for Pfeiffer, while Pedro Herrera and Lucas Silvani check in for the Tornadoes. Jackson Riddle with the throw-in on the far side. Masukawa on the attack. 14 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here in the second half. Spencer brings it down. Spencer, as the Pfeiffer defenders just converge on him. Dickerson plays it forward. Masukawa taken away by Pfeiffer. Another dangerous opportunity as the script is kind of flipped here these last 10, 15 minutes or so, where Pfeiffer controlling much of the action after the Tornadoes really in many ways dominated this match for the first 75 minutes or so in terms of possession. Tornadoes took a 1-0 lead on a Mateus Masukawa penalty kick, and then Diego Moran able to get the equalizer for Pfeiffer. Now 13 minutes left to play here in regulation. Brought down there by Montero. Played forward by Lenhart, but right back into the grasp of Pfeiffer, who regained possession. Dabrowski. And a hard tackle there is going to result into a foul against the Tornadoes. Look like Javi Marijuana. There's a lot of conversation over there as well at the moment. Got a couple players, look like cramps may be an issue on the Pfeiffer side of things, and other players coming for drinks of water. Not particularly hot or humid tonight, that's for sure. Cool weather after this cold front hit town this past weekend. So after the hard foul by Marijuana, a free kick there, very dangerous. Damit Awood. Amoot checks in, the sophomore from Atlanta, transfer from Georgia State. Blocked there by Adam Spencer as Pfeiffer continues to attack this Tornado third of the field. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left to play here at Islamel Family Field. Glad you're able to join us for this USA South Conference men's soccer match. Hall able to collect that, and he will reset the 10 Tornado field players, and that will give it a ride, and that punt travels a long way, and it's going to result in a free kick for the Tornadoes. So great job by Hall to flip the field there, and then the Tornadoes attackers able to draw the foul, and now a free kick by Masukawa. Herrera standing in the same area as well. We'll see who actually strikes the ball here.
Stay with your runners. He's going to clip it over. Stay with your runners. There's
The Pfeiffer defense holding the Tornado attackers right there at the 18.
Hey, we got 24 out. Two. 24 out here.
Masukawa plays it on goal, collected by Pfeiffer's goalkeeper. Tornadoes unable to cash in on that opportunity. Now under 8 minutes to play here in this second half. Dickerson with the clear. Herrera giving chase. Now 7 minutes, 25 seconds left to play. A substitution getting ready to check in for the Tornadoes. Corner kick here for the Tornadoes. Herrera doing the duties. Herrera plays that into the goal mouth. Bodies flying, cleared out by Pfeiffer. Tornadoes need to be careful here of the counterattack. Dickerson playing it forward. Injured player, looks like another cramp situation. Looks like Mateus Masukawa. .6:22 left on the clock. So Montero checks in for the Tornadoes as Masukawa heads off. As he continues to get some medical attention. Looks like just a cramp, though. I hate to speculate when it comes to these injuries, but by all indications, looks like a cramping situation. Meanwhile, 6 minutes, 15 seconds here. Hall will reset the Tornado offense. Marquise Dickerson taken away there. And then Dickerson, nicely job. A little battle there between Connor Morgan and Dickerson. Morgan now with the throw-in. Dickerson again very active. And now a throw-in that Dickerson will handle. Silvani. Throw in for Pfeiffer, meanwhile. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here at Islamou Family Field. Giannichini ready to check in for the Tornadoes. As the minutes continue to tick away here with a 1-1 tie. Here's an opportunity for the Tornadoes. Campos playing it forward to Montero. Montero, some back and forth there between Montero and Abanza. Foul ultimately called on Montero. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left to play here in the second half. Mateus Masukawa put the Tornadoes ahead 1-0. Until Pfeiffer found the equalizer from Diego Moran. And now a free kick right around the midfield mark for Pfeiffer. Headed out by the Tornadoes. Pfeiffer rips a shot. That was Abanza. Spencer on the defense. Marquise Dickerson clears it away. Deflected off a Falcon. Dickerson again, and another throw in for Pfeiffer. Giannichini and David Garrett ready to check in for the Tornadoes. However, this is a Pfeiffer throw-in. Now under 4 minutes to play. Another throw-in for Pfeiffer as Time certainly a factor now. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left to play. And now 3 substitutes ready for the Tornadoes. JP Swarty has joined the trio. A corner kick now for Pfeiffer. Tornadoes have to remain on their P's and Q's here. Make sure they defend tightly here. Cannot afford to give up the go-ahead goal at this juncture. Big opportunity there for Pfeiffer, and here come those Tornado subs. So Garrett, Giannichini, and Swarty all check in for the Tornadoes. So fresh legs for the Tornadoes for perhaps one last push here. We're under 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to play. Swarty, Giannichini with the touch to Spencer. Spencer playing it back to Giannichini. Giannichini playing it forward down the right wing. Pfeiffer throw in. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here at Islamel Family Field. We're all tied up at 1. Now under 2 minutes to play. Dickerson playing it forward. Hall having to head out of the 18-yard box. Plays that forward back into the possession of Pfeiffer. Now 1 minute, 35 seconds left to play. Down to 90 seconds left in this one. Hard tackle there, clean tackle by Swarty. It's now 1 minute, 15 seconds left to play at Islamel Family Field. So now under 1 minute to play here, and an opportunity here for Pfeiffer. Long throw in for Pfeiffer, the equivalent of a corner kick, though, and then a whistle in the box, and a card, and now a red card. So a red card against Pfeiffer's number 21, Jonathan Quintero. Second yellow for Quintero, a hard foul on Patrick Hall, the goalkeeper. 55 seconds, the amount of time that was reset on the clock. Clock automatically stops on a red card. So the Tornadoes will have one last chance here, now playing a man up. 55 seconds left in regulation. And Pfeiffer will try to defend the Tornadoes over these final 55 seconds, a man down. Spencer on the attack. Herrera. .22 seconds left. Hall blasts it forward. 20 seconds to play. Now 15 seconds left. A foul. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Let's go, boys. Come on, Black. Come on, Black.
And we head to overtime with the score, Brevard 1, Pfeiffer 1. So we'll head to the first overtime period. Brevard and Pfeiffer. So an exciting match between Pfeiffer and Brevard will continue on into extra time. All tied up at 1 at the end of regulation and 10 minutes on the clock for this first overtime period. Golden goal applies. So sudden death situation, and if either team scores in these overtime periods, match will be complete. Now, something critical happened with 55 seconds left to play where a red card was issued against a Pfeiffer player. So Pfeiffer will have to play with 10 men in this overtime period, certainly creating a obvious advantage for the Tornadoes. Tornado faithful here despite the rain. You see folks with rain gear on and umbrellas and rubber boots ready to cheer on their Tornadoes to a victory here in overtime. But these 11 Tornadoes on the field will have to get it done as Jonathan Quintero leaves the facility after the red card. Teams switch directions compared to where they're heading on the second half. So the Tornadoes now on your device going from left to right in the blue shorts and the white jerseys. Pfeiffer with the black shorts and black jerseys. Pfeiffer did something a bit unconventional there, a shot immediately on the opening whistle, trying to maybe catch The Tornadoes and goalkeeper Patrick Hall snoozing a bit, but certainly not the case as Tornadoes able to handle that. Giannichini with an early attack there. That was much closer than I think everybody really realized. Just suddenly, just like that, an opportunity scoring-wise for Giannichini. Vinny Giannichini, the freshman from Brazil. Under 9 minutes to play here at Ives Lamel Family Field. And overtime number 1, golden goal, does apply. Now Pfeiffer on the attack, a man down. Pfeiffer trying to draw the foul there. And now a talking to by the referee to number 3, Connor Morgan. So Evan Ernst has checked in for Brevard, as Brevard now on the attack with the throw-in. Evan Ernst, the freshman defender from Spring Lake, Michigan, Spring Lake High School. Some fresh legs for those Tornadoes. Riddle playing it forward. It's going to be a throw-in, however, for Pfeiffer. Now 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here in this first overtime period. Pfeiffer plays the long ball up the right wing. Throw-in now for Pfeiffer, deep in Tornadoes territory. 7 minutes, 5 seconds left to play in this first overtime period. Tornadoes playing up a man after the red card at the very end of regulation against Pfeiffer. Now here's Giannichini. Giannichini beats his man one-on-one. His man then catches back up to him. Now Giannichini plays it off. Campos. And it will remain Tornado ball, a throw-in. Long throw-in there. Giannichini, Campos, and Swarty, the strikers up front for the Tornadoes. Goal kick for Pfeiffer. Now under 6 minutes to play here in this first overtime period. Big boot here on the goal kick. Played in the air by Dabrowski. Here's Dabrowski again, pressured by Swarty. Here's Spencer on the attack. Spencer along the right wing, and then a nice tackle by Pfeiffer, sending it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in here for Jackson Riddle. We saw a lot of this in the first half, these long throw-in opportunities for the Tornadoes. You can see Riddle, he's a good 10 yards off the line, ready to just launch a long throw-in here, and here it goes. Riddle with the long throw-in into the goal mouth, flicked on by Lenhart. Pfeiffer able to, for the most part, withstand that pressure. Now a throw-in for Pfeiffer. Deep in their own right defensive zone. Campos. Montero. Nice ball there to Dickerson, switching fields. Dickerson plays it to the inside. Now 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. Montero. Montero just been converging on by Pfeiffer defenders, and meanwhile another throw, and you could see Riddle loosening up his shoulders and upper body for another long throw in here. And leaning back on the fence, and now the long throw in, high and long by Riddle. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in this opening overtime. Brevard with the throw in, a whistle on the field. And now a stoppage of the clock with 3 minutes, 28 seconds left to play. Overtime number 1. We are all tied up. Brevard 1, Pfeiffer 1. Now another long throw in for Riddle. Riddle lets it rip into the penalty box area. And then cleared out by Pfeiffer. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. Tornadoes continuing to exert pressure. Riddle with another throw in. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left. Riddle leans back on the fence, throws it in. This one's more of a fastball down the middle. Shot on goal there by Swarty. Now under 3 minutes to play. Tornadoes continuing to exert pressure up a man. We'll see if that red card at the end of the second half comes back to bite Pfeiffer. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. David Garrett with the clearance. Here's Adam Spencer. Spencer on the attack, playing it up the left wing. Giannichini. Giannichini on the left wing. Takes his man one-on-one. What a move by Giannichini. Playing it into the goal mouth area. Montero tries to finish that cross by Giannichini. Close, but no cigar. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to play here in this first overtime period as the minutes continue to tick away. Of course, in college soccer, 2 10-minute overtime periods before the game's called a draw. Golden goal rules apply, so sudden death situation between these two teams. Now 1 minute, 50 seconds left. You can tell Pfeiffer taking their time down a man will be very content just to get out of this first overtime period with the score still tied. What a step there by Montero. Now Montero on the attack. Plays a square ball to Spencer. Spencer with a overlap to Ernst. Ernst with the cross in. Another long throw in here for Riddle. One minute remaining. Down to 1 minute left to play here, and a corner kick now opportunity for the Tornadoes. Montero will do the duties. Clock a factor. 45 seconds left to play. Now under 40 seconds. 35 seconds for the Tornadoes. Montero sends it in. It's in a score. Goal there by Eric Lenhart. The Tornadoes with the golden goal. Montero to Lenhart. So a dramatic finish there for the Tornadoes. Now a 3-match win streak with just 24.8 seconds left in the first overtime period. A corner kick by João Montero, his 3rd assist in the last 2 matches. And the finish by Eric Lenhart, his 2nd goal in these last 2 matches. And the Tornadoes now with a 3-match win streak. Yeah, and you start to get the feeling that something special is starting to happen here with this men's soccer team. Really playing well as of late. Goal in the second half by Mateus Masukawa. The equalizer by Pfeiffer's Diego Moran. And then in extra time in the first overtime period, with just 24.8 seconds left, Eric Lenhart scores off a corner kick by João Montero. And just a tremendous finish there by the Tornadoes. A 2-1 victory here at Eyes Lamel Family Field, and it's got to be rewarding to be able to get that finish if you're Coach Aldana and this Tornadoes squad. And celebration continues here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. A great finish for Aldana and his squad. And the Tornadoes now will get ready for their next match, a trip to Greensboro, North Carolina for USA South Conference play at Greensboro. That's Saturday at 4 p.m. And then Sunday, the Tornadoes are at William Peace, 2 p.m. in Cary, North Carolina. Tornadoes will return back home here on Saturday, October 19th versus Averett, 2 p.m. start there. Well, folks, a fun night of men's soccer here as the Tornadoes, with another win in USA South Conference play, a 2-1 victory over Pfeiffer, 3rd straight win for the Tornadoes. Goals by Masukawa and Lenhart, assists by João Montero. Women's soccer will be here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. versus Warren Wilson. Hope you can join us either in person or on the broadcast for that one. And thrilled to have you here tonight for this edition of Brevard College Men's Soccer. Your final score for the final time, Brevard 2, Pfeiffer 1. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.